seen a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side as that big of the guy.
Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. His first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down, Baltimore.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
It's second down.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Ravens.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Here's Hines. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw here's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Second and goal from the 1. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The kick is
and the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Nick Chubb.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 37-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
This is Hines. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On the option, here's Herbert. It'll be an 11-yard pickup. He does it himself, and it brings up second down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Here's Herbert now on second down. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Now it's Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Herbert off of play action. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Up for the extra point.
Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2. Taken
about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Nick Chubb.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. Looking to throw. Knowles. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
For the Browns.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert, and he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Ravens 21. Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now
from the gun. Knowles forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
44-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Knowles. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for
that pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 1st and 10, Knowles. They set up the screen to Chubb. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Nick Chubb. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun. Knowles. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They run again on first down, Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
48.
They'll run with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 3 brings up second.
From the gun, Knowles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now Herbert a little unsure of things, so he's going to go ahead and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Ravens.
Now Scarborough. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. McDonald sets to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Scarborough, the ball.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's McDonald to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. This is Scarborough. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Let's go, P, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
They try again with Scarborough. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking here for Smith downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Knowles. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 7 yards there and a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, you're your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Knowles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Separating from the gun. Knowles. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
We got this.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
To kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They run. Chubb gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. And that is caught one-handed.
That's all you got.
He pulled it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He'll try and run it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Ravens, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams.